The next option we are supposed to work is roof by extrusion. So we can see in preview it's supposed to work like a slope or like an extrusion in our model in place, but what is different between them is whatever you are drafting here with this element roof by extrusion, you can use your roof element, you can use your roof details, a structure, and use them. For example, when you are creating your roof like this roof which we created in model in place, it's just going to have one element. Sometimes it's useful, for example, if it's just the elements such as wood or concrete. But if you have a structural roof and you want to use for example, different sort of design, you need to use roof by extrusion. So for using roof by extrusion, you need to go to one of your reference plane, for example A5, and after that you are going to pick a plane because we are supposed to draft our shape. So let's see, where is it already picked? By turning on the show we can see it's here. So if you want to change, you can go pick a plane, and after that you can consider in which view you would like to work on. For example, I'm just going here for creating the view for your roof by extrusion. You need to use reference plane. Reference plane is useful mostly in this kind of situation. It's a very useful element. By just going to draft one line here, it's going to create one new view in any shape or any position you created. You are going to pick your reference plane and change the name, click to name, and for example choose the name for my roof. Here we go. So this is the most usage of reference plane. This is the original usage of reference plane. You are going to set by name and you are going to choose my roof, and here we go. We can go to the 3D and all is set. So let's go to front, and we can create our roof by going to our roof by extrusion, and it says in which level you would like to create, level A5, and after that we are going to draft our extrusion. So it depends what type of design we are working on. For example, I'm just going to create one sort of design here. Like this. After that I can use, for example, the array to create this sort of angle. Or the one which I created was so wide, so let me create something better. Here we go. So we create some sort of shape like that, and after that we click OK. So it says it cannot create extrusion. It might be because of the shape you created. So we can change our shape by just adding some detail. So we need to create it again. By some reason it's not going to accept our project, so I'm just going to choose my roof and I'm just going to draft it again. Like this, and after that we create our roof. So our roof will be created in the location which we pick, and we can, for example, go to the edit profile and change the position. It shouldn't be that much up, so we can take it down and draft it here. Then we can go here, as I told you, we can go, for example, change to cold concrete, and it's going to get the material and detail. Later on, when you draft, you can change the position, and as you wish, you can change it. So for example, let me go to the front view and bring it up. So here we go. We are going to, for example, use this sort of elements or any sort of different elements. When you finish your drafting, for example, let me create one example here in our exterior design elements. For example, I would like to create one roof here. I'm just going here, level A4 is fine, and after that we need to pick a plane, or we need to create a reference line. So I'm just going here, create one reference line. I need to go to A4, here maybe, or I can go to my site view here, turn on the hidden line. I'm just going to create one reference line from here to here, choose the name, for example roof 2. After that I'm going to 3D view here and set. Okay, the point is, when you want to create a reference line, you need to create it outside of your working place, because as you will see, the creation is not here. So we need to go again to the top view, to one of the view which we can use, for example site, and as you will see, your reference line is not here. So we need to create our reference line before entering to the roof extrusion. Then you need to pick your reference line, change it to R or any name you want. Then we can go to 3D view, roof extrusion, choose the level A4. After that we are going to set our plane. So it's not going to set it here because the reference line is here in upper level. So we need to go to the roof extrusion A5, so now we are going to continue by roof extrusion. For creating roof extrusion, you need to go to the roof, for example roof by extrusion, and after that, before using roof extrusion, you need to create your view. So we need to go to one of the view, for example A5, and after that we need to create one reference line. For example, I'm just going here, choose one reference line here and create one reference line here. After that I'm just going to change the name of R1. Then we need to go to the roof by extrusion, choose by name R1, and after that we are going to one of the view, level A5 is alright. Then we are going to create our roof here. So for creating your roof extrusion, you need to draft a line, and it's working as an extrusion which we have in model in place. But what is the difference between model in place roof or roof extrusion? The difference is this roof element which we created for our project is just going to get one sort of material, such as wood or concrete or metal as our wish. We can just adapt one material to this element. But when we are using roof extrusion, we can use our roof with the maximum detail of a structure which we created. For example, warm roof, cold roof as well. And it's going to be in the shape of extrusion. For example, let's create one roof here. I'm just going to this view, draft some line like that, and doing some light editation like this, and click OK. So we draft our roof extrusion. We can change the location, we can take it up, for example here, and we can draft and use any sort of editation which we want for our roof. When you create and you finish, you can even go here and use the attach tab and attach it to your project, and you will see this roof which we created is a roof element. So it's going to cover your rafter cut. You can choose your rafter cut, for example, to this sort of shape. You can change the sort of material, sort of your roof as your wish. So here we are going to have, for example, one roof extrusion, and you can create it with any sort of detail you want, and you can go edit it. For example, let me just use this simple editation here to create one simple array here. For example, I'm going to have this roof for my project. When you're clicking on your roof extrusion, you will see vertical cut. So vertical cut, as it says, it's going to cut it vertically, and you will see it in picture too. So I'm just going to set one workplace, for example site, maybe. After that, I'm just going to pick my roof, use the vertical option, and create elements which I want. For example, if I want to have circle, I can create circle here and here. After that, I can click OK, and I will see I just cut my roof. So it's a very useful element. You can create so many different options. Here it's the vertical cut. So what does it mean? If you, for example, cut here, it's going to cut it vertically. But here, as you will see, we are going to have different options. For example, we are going to have the vertical which we work. We are going to, and you can see here in the shape, it's going to cut it vertically. We are going to have, for example, wall, which is working like this. You can cut your wall. We are going to have shaft, which we use it for our staircase here, you will see, and we are going to have by face, which is going to cut it by face. It's also useful for the roof.